It's October 31st, Sunday, and I am Culture Ace, back to give you another reading. Hope all is well. Thank you for watching my channel. If you will, please like, subscribe, and share, as well as feel free to leave any comments that you feel that you would like for me to read or respond to. Today we're going to be looking at Kountry Wayne. As you all know, he is the breakout star of the social media outlets on Facebook as well as also Instagram. So because of that, I said, well, let's check in with Mr. Wayne from Georgia and see what we come up with. So when we look at Kountry Wayne, the first thing I see is the Emperor, which means that he's very powerful, very majestic, and very wise. Even though he's young, he's very wise beyond his years. So what that means is that, he's looking at the point of, okay, these are my ideas. I've seen things in life. I've experienced lives, ups and downs, as well as also I've seen, pain. I've seen hurt, disappointment. And so because of that, he comes in as very strong. Image of one that is mature beyond his years. To have some say a old soul is one that he has. Very knowledgeable. Not so much street smart or book smart, but the wisdom was passed down from his generations and the things that he's experienced. So that wisdom comes. And then also his ancestry is strong. I see like a lot of ancestors behind him, backing him and supporting him. So because of that, we have the Emperor card. Next, we have the Seven of Cups, which means great wealth, great prosperity. I'm telling you, awesome prosperity. Anything he touches, it prospers. It moves forward. It's wealthy. It's successful. So because of that, he's made it known that he's been contracted by social media outlets to do videos. And so because of that, he's received great wealth and also shared that with family and friends. However, I do notice that the Four of Swords is in his energy, which lets me know that at times Mr. Wayne sits and processes and he looks at where I'm at in life and where I'm going and have I done all I could to achieve. And at times there is points where he does have to seclude and isolate. He's with people and they film, and then after that he disappears. He has to have that isolation. He has to have that energy where he's by himself to process and, rejuvenate and re-strengthen himself. He does isolate. So at times he's sort of like open and, hey, where's the party? And then other times he disappears. He might go to a crab restaurant and sit up there and eat crabs by himself. Or it may be his brother that's there, Crenshaw. Or he may just take a ride and just travel. He may take a flight and just dip out. So that does show up in his energy that at times he does have to self-seclude. I do see a Queen of Wands coming in. Not sure if he's dating anyone. In the past, he's been quite open about his children's moms and his past relationship. However, I think this is coming in more so as a mother figure. I'm not sure if Mr. Wayne's mom is still alive, but if not, she is coming in and she is very strong in his energy, supporting him and guiding him and making sure he stays on the right track. Because at times it does look like he's exposed to people that are not all the way good in the aspect that they may, be doing drugs, or they may have, some type of addiction, or they may also have some things that they do that are not in the best interest of him. So because of that, I do see like a nurturing hand or someone in his life that does steer him and keep him on the right track. I'm telling you, Mr. Wayne is winning. And because of that, he is on top of the world. He is winning. He is successful. He is blessing other people. He has properties that's coming in, making him money. He has other opportunities moving forward. I do see that in the future, it looks like he may want to start his own production company and start his own like media outlets and shows. Sort of like Mr. Perry, Tyler Perry. But Mr. Wayne, I think he wants to have his own production company, not go in with someone who's already got that but start his own production company, as well as produce his own short films, as well as also moving forward produce other movies, and go from there. However, I think that's all been put on hold due to contractual agreements. I think that the contract he's in right now with social media will not allow that. And it's a long contract. It looks like it's either just been renewed or it's up for renewal, and I think he's going to sign, or if he hasn't already signed, and because of that, this won't happen for about another, I say about 5 to 10 years. But in the meantime, he is making coins with those social media outlets. They pay him a lot of money for those videos, a lot of money. And the views, we don't even want to talk about. Okay, so what I see is he gets, number one, a flat rate for making the movie. Then he gets a, how should I say, a expense account. But the thing is, with Mr. Wayne, he don't need a lot of money to make a film or a short video. So because of that, his expenses are very low, which makes him very smart, because he can make something that is funny, enjoyable. And I was looking at his views. He has like 500,000 views and 600,000 views on a video, sometimes up in the millions. And so because of that, he don't have to have a lot of expenses. But then, okay, so he gets the expense account, which he rarely uses, which the people that pay him love. Then not only that, he gets a base rate. Then he gets a rate off his name. I don't know if he's trademarked his name, but he gets a base rate off of his name. So it's a brand money that's offered. And then not only that, the views. How many views he gets like the viewership money returned to him. So he's getting money like 5 or 6 ways off of these videos. It's not that you make a video and you get a flat rate. It's more complicated than that. He's learned the ropes of the business, which is very good. However, at times I do see with the 8 of Swords that he does have some depression. At times he feels overwhelmed because all these people depend on him, and he can't just take off. Like at times I see he just want to take off and just travel the world, or just go somewhere and not be known and just live for 30 days. But he realized he can't do that, because I do believe his sons are still living with him. And then he's got other children that he's got to go and spend time with, pick them up, give them attention. So it does become very lonely. It does become sometimes very depressing, because at times he's pulled in so many directions, and he wonders at times like, hey, do anybody care if I get sick? What'll happen if something happened and I just give it up? Will these people have college degrees to move forward and do what they need to do? Will they have businesses where they can move forward? Or am I constantly going to be paying rent? Am I constantly going to be paying car notes? Am I constantly going to be giving out money each month? So at times this does come in as bondage and depression, because it's so many people pulling on him from different directions that at times he just feels like at this point he can't get away. So that's why sometimes, like I said, he ends up retreating. He ends up going back and retreating, because he's like, okay, I need time alone. It's just too much. My energy is withdrawn. And then at that time, he's able to come up with new ideas. With the Page of Swords, it does come in as like a youthful, immature energy at times, like a little silly. Not so much 100% wise, but sometimes you make a decision or you make a mistake, but you realize I'm going to deal with it and keep moving forward. So because of that, I do see that the Page of Swords at times, he feels like he's having to, slice through and make decisions, because he gets a lot of offers a lot of times. The thing is, he just don't have time. He don't have time, or he don't want to commit to it. So a lot of times I do see that he's offered things that he turns down. And some other things, looking back, he realized could have been, great money in his pocket, or could have been a good thing, but because he just don't have time, that's one thing that does inhibit him at times. The Two of Wands shows that he's looking at the world and revisiting things and trying to decide what's my next move, moving forward. How do I get from A to Z, without having to go through the whole alphabet? Can I just go through and process it and just realize that, hey, I'm moving forward and now I need to figure out how to juggle these things to make this thing happen. So he does do a lot of reflection. He does look at, a lot of articles. I know he's stated before he's very spiritual. I do see him reading his Bible to get knowledge and wisdom, because that's one thing. He does want to be considered funny, and he does want to bring some type of, prosperity and blessings and health to people. However, at times he does want to make sure that this is long lasting. He don't want to be just considered a one hit wonder, or he doesn't want to be something where, oh, okay, I'll just do this right now, and then next thing you know, you forget about me. He wants a world impact. He wants to go and do some missions. I do see him moving forward in the future, doing some philanthropic type of activities where he's giving a charity. I don't know if he's going to have a school that he's going to build, or if he's going to go in and try to maybe do an acting type of company where children in the inner city will have the same opportunities as he's blessed his circle, which would be very beneficial if he starts acting schools throughout, because that's one thing he's learning, that he's learned. That's one thing about Mr. Wayne. He's learned, even though he's black, he's young, and, he's got over 10 kids, or he got 10 kids, whatever the case is. And, he's had all these issues with child support and everything. He's learned to break through the mold to be successful. And now he's on an international platform. People log on when he posts a video, and they just go crazy and just enjoy it. And the comments are awesome. So because of that, he can share that with other young actors of color that may not know how to break that mold of coming up in my environment, or coming up with the family that I came up with. How can I break through and now move forward to do the same things you do, or achieve as close to the things you have achieved? So coming back up too, I do know that at times he's up at night. He doesn't sleep well. Which I was shocked to find out. With this card, I do see a lot of worry, stress, and overwhelmed feelings. And I do know that I learned from the comedian, the late, great Robin Williams. I remember one time it was an article that he did, or either he did an interview, and it talked about how comedians are some of the most depressed people that you could face, and sometimes helping make other people laugh is like medicine to them to feel better, because now they feel that their lives has worth due to the depression and the anxiety. So I do see that he do be up late at night. I see that he does not sleep well. I see that he's constantly up writing or thinking up ideas. They just hit him. So because of that, he's constantly on the go, constantly on the go eating, constantly on the go driving, filming, coming up with these ideas. I mean, with his crew, I think he's got an understanding with them. Like, you got to be available within 2 to 3 hours or something, or an hour if I got an idea. So, he's got that on lock. But at the end, let me tell you, Mr. Wayne got 9 of Cups. Mr. Wayne is going to be very successful moving forward. If he stays on the current track he's on now, he will continue to be very fortunate. He will be able to bless many people and continue to contribute to his society, as well also move forward and do well financially and with great success. This is Culture AceTarot. Please like, share, and subscribe. And feel free to leave a comment. And then also, please understand that our readings are alleged and for entertainment purposes. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.